If you've been living under a rock for the past week, you might have missed that Strava have made some pretty significant changes to their platform. This has been met by a mixed reaction from its 55 million members, but I'm firmly in the camp of, if it's free, you can't complain. These changes are focused around improving the subscription model for those who use the platform the most. But what does that actually mean?
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets
gross.
the people going.
Let's have a look at what some of those changes are and whether or not it's worth the money. So first, it's worth pointing out there is still going to be a free version of Strava, but the difference now is that some of the features that were free in the routes, training and segments functionality are now going to cost you. As a free member, you can still upload whatever you want to Strava and take part in the challenges, but you won't be able to see nearly as much info on your segment efforts, including the leaderboard. You're now limited to just seeing the top 10 all time as well as the top 10 women. You can, however, still create segments, use the segment explore function, see the segment details screen, and see if you've achieved a PR in a segment. So it's not all gone, just some of it. Only now on Premium will we be able to see the full leaderboards as well as filtering those leaderboards by age, weight, or people you follow. Another feature which has also moved to the Premium model is the matched run and matched rides, which would tell you if you were faster or slower than the last time you did a certain route. Now, the biggest change for the casual Strava user has to be this. They've taken the routes building function and put it behind the paywall. This is massive. This means that you can no longer create routes for your rides using Strava unless you're willing to pay. To be fair though, the routes functionality has seen a number of updates at the same time as moving to a paid service. There's a new base map which is being used. This means that Strava has access to a whole load more information on the surfaces you might encounter on your routes. What this means is that you can toggle through the map to show road, dirt and unknown surfaces, which is perfect if you don't want to end up with the wrong bike for the job partway into your ride. There is also now the ability to overlay both the global heat map and the segment explorer over the base map whilst creating your routes. This means that you can cycle down routes which you know are popular with other cyclists when you're creating a route, or make sure that you include as many of those big climbs as possible in your ride. Another big change is that you can now do location search to add a waypoint to your route. The previous version gave the ability to add a rough location with a postcode, but now you can add waypoints using an actual address, which is obviously a big improvement. And my favourite newish feature on Strava is the automatic routes builder. This allows you to set a starting point and how long you want to ride, and then it automatically generates you 3 route options. Super cool. My experience of this so far has been great. The routes have steered clear of dangerous roads, and I've even discovered a few new roads too. This is another feature that you only get with Premium. The final area of Strava which weighs into the decision of whether or not to get Premium is found underneath the Training tab. This area is only available to Premium members, and it includes your monthly activities compared to the previous month, which you can break down by sport, and most notably now it also includes a training log. So this displays the relative intensities of your sessions in the past week, and you can use it to see all of your past sessions too. This makes finding your past rides on the app much easier than it has been before, as it now shows all of the 32 sport types you can upload to Strava, whereas it previously only showed the ride, run and swimming activities. There will also be new filters on this for time, distance, elevations and commutes. It doesn't quite match the My Activities functionality on the web, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. The other 2 parts of the training area on the app are weekly intensity and monthly fitness. So weekly intensity calculates your training load accumulated through the week based on heart rate, perceived exertion or power meter data. And monthly fitness assigns a score to your current fitness and compares that to where your fitness has been over the past month, 3 months, 6 months, a year or 2 years. So this is quite similar to the CTL and ATL scores, as well as the fitness graph that you might be familiar with if you've used Training Peaks, but I think the lack of any sort of planning functionality is a real massive hole in its usability for more serious athletes. Some of the existing Summit features like live segments, live beacon and training plans are still subscriber only, and there are plenty of other videos on YouTube which explain some of these older features if you want to know more about them. There we go, hopefully a useful rundown of what all the changes have been recently to the Strava platform. Now on to the real question, which is of course, is it worth the cost? At £44.99 a year or £5.99 a month, it's not hugely expensive when you compare it to trips away or new equipment, but if you're also paying for Zwift memberships, British cycling memberships, or any other subscriptions you might have, it does add up pretty quickly. If you like to analyse your efforts, then it's good, but you'll only get the most out of this if you have a heart rate monitor and/or a power meter. This goes for most of the training tools in general. They all require you to submit either power data or heart rate data in order to use. At $9.92 a month, Training Peaks offers better analysis and planning, but it doesn't have the route building or social features. Training Peaks also offers the option to have a real coach manage your training and plan your workouts. This is something that's not available on Strava at the moment. Through trying to be the be-all and end-all of cycling apps, I feel that Strava might have spread itself a little bit too thin and should have perhaps focused on what made it unique, which is the social features. Even though I said at the beginning of the video that if it's free you can't complain, I really feel like they should have kept the free as it was and then added more features on for the new premium. Personally, I'll probably be subscribing for 1 month here and there if I go somewhere new and need to plan routes or build routes, but I can't justify the costs ongoing as I just don't use enough of the functionality. I also use Training Peaks to manage my training, and I need my coach to be able to plan workouts in and also analyse my sessions. If you found this video useful, then please do like the video and subscribe to my channel. I've got new videos coming out weekly at the minute, so plenty to look forward to. Thanks for watching.